Meet Miranda Stewart Hess Jr. The 8th grade Mountain View Middle School student is a New Mexico Youth Wrestler of the Year in her age division.
There's some other good wrestlers, good girls that wrestle, and I felt so happy just waking up in the morning.
Just one of many honors in her young career.
I was undefeated, and I never came close to losing.
Including winning 5 state titles and 4 national championships. The California native grew up in South Dakota, getting into the sport at just 4 years old.
I was just so young and little, and I just fell in love with the sport. I was really close with my older brother, and I always kind of looked up to him because he was a good wrestler also.
Before Hess even touched the mat, her mother would take her to watch her brothers.
Little Miranda was too young to wrestle that year, but I could tell she wanted to do it because she was in the bleachers like doing the moves and doing the stance like her brothers did, and I was like, oh, she's gonna wrestle next year. I was just dumbfounded at how natural she was to it. She took to it like a fish in water, honestly.
This knowing how violent the sport is.
I mean, little Miranda actually broke a girl's arm this year, so it happens and it's a real risk. But I think with proper coaching, training your body, it definitely mitigates the risk, but there always is a risk.
Hess would capture 2 state titles in South Dakota before moving to New Mexico, learning from her brothers along the way, like the cradle.
Where they would be on all fours, and this hand would go on over their neck, and then this other hand would go like inside the leg, and then you try to like lock your hands, and you would push them, and you kind of like jam. As you're doing that, like you would push your head into like the ribs because it would hurt.
Facing challenges head on.
When I was little, there was no girls wrestling. Like I would only have to wrestle boys. Like girls weren't an option. Like I'm gonna prove you wrong. Like have me wrestle a boy, and I bet you that I'll beat him. Because some boys, they would say like girls shouldn't be wrestling. You know, and it's like, yeah, we can, because we could do as much as boys, if not better.
With her #1 fan cheering in the bleachers.
Let's go, sis!
I am honestly the loudest person in the room.
Right here, right here, right here!
I'm her biggest fan and her loudest fan.
Seeing the sport progressing in the right direction.
I think their strength is every bit comparable to boys. And I think the technique alone can win matches.
It became a lot more competitive. I mean, it's been competitive, but just like a lot more.
Her coaches seeing how she inspires her teammates despite being the only girl on the team.
These kids see her work, we use her examples. I mean, you want to go places, you want to work hard, and you gotta put in that work. And I just use Miranda all the time. Look at the way she works. Look at the extra stuff she's doing.
Giving her a mat to wrestle on against the best.
I want to inspire the girls that are younger than me and getting more girls into wrestling.
Brianna Albizu.
They could get here too if they work hard enough.
KOAT Action 7 News.